as soon as Google posts that job, you will have thousands of people applying. So I've seen an average job in this kind of a market receiving 1500 to 2000 applications at least. I got a very interesting question in my inbox. I thought it would help a lot of product management aspirants, so I thought of taking it up. It is about resume shortlisting criteria for companies like Google, Microsoft, Intuit, product management interviews. So I just wanted to talk about this bit. Is like resume shortlist is one of the most important thing of a job search, right? If you are making a good resume which gets you good product management interviews, gets you the shortlist, that is what you should be wanting for. No matter what company you are applying for, resume shortlisting criteria has two different bits that you need to nail down. The first bit is, let's just take a scenario. Let's just say Google is coming up with its APM program or some sort of product manager job. As soon as Google posts that job, you will have thousands of people applying. So I've seen an average job in this kind of a market receiving 1500 to 2000 applications at least. So when the hiring team gets this kind of volume of product management resumes, not always they have time to go through every single resume that comes, right? So that's where a system known as applicant tracking system, which is ATS, comes into the picture. There are a lot of SaaS companies, software companies that are building these ATS systems and selling it to Fortune 500 companies and all other startups like Swiggy, Zomato, and everyone. So most of these companies use an applicant tracking system. What does this applicant tracking system do? In simple terms, it's for filtering. Let's just say I given 2000 resumes and I get only 200 resumes out of it. Basis of a criteria, right? If you ask me what the criteria is, most often than not, it's about the job description itself. So what these ATS systems are so good at doing is like they take your resume on the one side, they take the job description on the other side, they see how much match does your resume have with the job description. So if you are a hiring manager or if you're in the HR team who is hiring for a specific role, you just run this ATS system with a bunch of parameters. Let's just say I put in some keywords like I need someone with product strategy, product design, wireframing, and a bunch of other skills like presentation and things like that. So as soon as I give these criteria, it will find all those resumes from this whole stack of resumes which satisfy this criteria. So that's the first bit of it. For your resume to be ATS friendly, which applicant tracking system friendly, and go through the initial screening where your resume competes with all the other resumes, you need to have that perfect keywords, those phrases, and those things that the HR or the hiring team would actually run your resume through along with the other resumes. So you need to have things like all the keywords, all the skill sets that a product manager needs, and also take a look at the job description. When you're preparing your resume, go through 10 different similar job applications which would be the kind of a dream role that you wish to have, and go through the line by line and see what they're asking for, and try to sort of convey similar things through your resume. Just mold it with your current experience and blend it in, so that whenever such roles crop up and you apply for them, the ATS is your resume is ATS friendly, so that it will rank higher than the other people who are applying for the same role. So that you have a better chance of getting into the shortlist through the applicant tracking system. So this is ATS is the first step, right? The second step comes where, let's just say, the 1000 or 2000 applications which have come in, out of those 100 or 200 have been filtered out. Now the HR manually skims through these resumes, right? They don't have a lot of time, so there are hundreds of resumes. Might as well the HR is hiring for a couple of other roles as well, so they just give 6 to 8 seconds of skim every resume. They just go through the high level pointers, the format, look at the names of the companies, a couple of pointers that look impactful, and just see if there is some sort of a match and relevance with the role. So for the second step, it's important for you to mention certain things that are important, remove the things that doesn't make sense or add less value to your resume, and you just need to be in a way where you add those very important pointers that will actually catch the attention of the interviewer. Let's just say you have launched a specific feature which got 5,000 users and brought in, like, let's just say 2 lakhs of revenue in just the first 1 month. So if you think that's something that you have done, and which is something that is basically the best thing that you have done in your career, just mention it on top. Let's just say you have 3 to 4 different kinds of experiences. In each of those experiences, the first experience pointer should be the most impactful and the most interesting pointer, because most of these hiring folks would go through that point first, and most of them will just leave the rest of the resume for the actual interviewer, who would be a product manager, to actually go through and ask you contextual questions. So they just look at the titles, the descriptions, the first point, and see if there is relevance. They'll check the experience, number of experiences, years of experience, and they'll see a couple of skills that you have mentioned. This is on a high level. They go through the format, trying to pick, trying to understand if your resume is something that they should be shortlisting or not. So I hope that gives you a fair level understanding of the two different categories. One is a robotic shortlisting, where a person is not involved. The AI or the engine itself is sort of shortlisting basis of the criteria that the hiring team is giving them. The second thing, actually a person going through your resume, spending 6 to 8 seconds, not more than that. So just have those very high level pointers and interesting, impactful pointers, so that when they skim, that catches their attention. So for better understanding of how you should be going into writing these things and making it better, I'm dropping 2 bonus contents in the description. You can check the links in the description. One is a guide on writing a product management resume, which I recently published on Substack, my newsletter. So you can check it out with full details and examples of how to write that. And I'm also linking a free product manager resume template that you'll find in the description, where you can just duplicate it and sort of start using it for yourself. So that's in short about how you should be positioning your resume, so that you have a better chance of getting these shortlisted by these top tech companies. It's pretty much the same for all the different companies. Just make these changes, and it's a very experimental sort of a game. You keep experimenting, keep changing. So sometime or the other, you'll figure out what resume is actually working for you. So that's it in terms of understanding and having that kind of a mindset to see if how to sort of approach making changes in your resume, so that you can get more shortlists. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a like. Just let me know in comments how did you find this video, and I will see you in the next one. This is Balaji signing off.